Happy holidays. This is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make a Yule cake log. I'm so excited. I already made one. So the most important thing I want to show you today is how you take it out and roll it, and then I'll explain the rest of it. But it's very easy. Cross our fingers that it works this time on film. So the first thing we're going to do, and I already have it in my bowl here. In this bowl, it's going to be, you're going to preheat your oven at 350. You're going to get a jelly roll pan. I use a cookie pan. And then you're going to spray it the bottom with some oil, and then you're going to line it with parchment paper. So let's get started. So in a bowl, you don't need like that large a bowl as you see. In this bowl, I have flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and soda, and salt. So the amount of the ingredients is 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa, a half of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 of a baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. Then you're going to get it and you're going to whisk it, and then we're going to put it to the side. The next we're going to do in another bowl, which I have most of it already ready, and I'm going to put it in here because I need this bigger bowl. You're going to get your sugar. Now your sugar is going to be, because I have to, she says on her thing different amounts, so I have to go back and figure it out what it was. So in a separate bowl, you're going to get 4 egg yolk. Save your egg whites because you're going to have to make your peak with it with the sugar. We'll go over that in a little bit. So I have a half a cup of sugar. You need 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, and make sure it's packed. Then you're going to get 2 tablespoons of butter, and your butter has to be unsalted. Then the next is 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, which I call my magic. So let me go ahead and put all this in here. Then I'm going to put my 4 eggs, just the yolk. Remember, just the yolk. Then I got my 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, already melted. Then I'm going to get my vanilla. Look how big my vanilla is. My daughter came back from Mexico and brought me this big giant one. Thank you, Ashley. So let me get that. And this is going to be 2 teaspoons. So let me get this. 1 and 2. Put it up. Oh my God, this vanilla. I love the vanilla in Mexico. It just smells so good. I can just smell the aroma. And then you're going to whisk it. So let's just whisk it, and it just takes seconds. Meanwhile, I have one baking because I can show you how it rolls. And see, you just get it and mix it up. I wish you could just smell this vanilla with this brown sugar, and everything smells really good. Then you're going to get your dry ingredients that we already sifted. Like I said, this is such an easy recipe. It's just trying to get everything ready. Here we go with the cuckoo clock as normal. So we're going to wait till a little cuckoo. Then we're going to get the dry ingredients and put it in and mix it. While this is mixing, I already got my egg whites, the 4 egg whites. And then you're going to get a half a cup of sugar. You're going to blend it, whip it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn it on just a little bit so it stays whipping. And then we're going to fold it in on here. So, sorry guys, I have 3 Westies that we all know. Hey, baby. Come here, baby. Okay, so here comes one. And then you're just going to whip it. And it's going to be pretty thick, but that's okay because we're going to be whipping in the egg whites. The cocoa, I love it. I use some special, different kind of cocoa, but I'm using my Hershey chocolate. But this is organic cocoa that I got at Costco. So I'm going to put that here. Let me turn this off. actually, let me get it a little bit more whisk. We're just gonna let it do its thing. So just give it just a few seconds. Oh, and this recipe is I'll post it too for you. It's by Sam Merritt, by sugarplumrun.com. But I'll post this on my Facebook and on my YouTube channel, Recipe Amateur Investigator. So let's stop. And let's take this out. See how it makes the peak? That's what you're looking for. If it doesn't make the peak, you don't want it. You need to keep on. And please, 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 please don't get your egg yolk mixed up with your egg white. Otherwise, you're not going to get a peak. So we're going to go elf yourself. But I love this. And you're just going to put in a little at a time. And I'll show you. And you're just going to fold it in. And that chocolate's kind of thick in here, so don't worry about it. You're gonna see what it's gonna look like eventually. And then let me put some more. And we're just gonna do it some more. And get all this goodness in here. Keep mixing. And then we get the last one. Get the recipe. And it's just time consuming, but let me tell you, I haven't tasted mine yet, and I've been dying to. I said I have to make this because I promised people that I was going to do this. Show a video how you roll it. So let's keep mixing it. And have y'all finished off Christmas shopping? I got actually 2 more people to shop for, and I just don't know what to give them. You know, I want to get them something personable. You know, I don't want to give a gift card unless I have to, because I don't think that's personable. But everybody's different. They might like a gift card. This way they can go get what they want. See how it's coming out now? How it's getting really pretty? Okay. And you can just smell the chocolate. I don't know why I never made this before. It's so easy when you think about it. I had to keep an eye on that cake. Then, like I said, I got my jelly pan right here. I'm going to spray it. You want to spray it so this way the sheets doesn't move. Okay, I think that's a good spray, huh? Put it in. See how easy this is? I don't even know what a jelly roller pan is. I'm using cookie thing. And you're just going to pour it in. And then you have to spread it yourself, guys, because it's not going to go anywhere unless you spread it. So give me 1 minute. Let's spread it. Oop, I think mine's done in the oven, but I'm going to check it. But 1 moment. Be right back with y'all. Let me go check this before I finish this. Now, when you check it, they said if it's still wet, see how it's still wet? So I'm going to put it back in, and I had it in for 15 minutes. So I'm going to put it in for a couple more minutes because we got time. Cooking timer. 2 minutes. And I'll come back to it. Okay, so let's make sure it's nice and spread evenly. This is going to be the third one because I got one there, one in the refrigerator. So I'm hoping to surprise my kids and bring them over to them today with some cookies. So I'm going to push this to the side, and then I'm going to show what we're going to do next. Next, you're going to get a clean cloth, guys. It has to be cleaned, and don't get one of those fuzzy ones. And what you're going to do, let me get all this out of the way. What you're going to do is cover this with cocoa. So, and make sure it's evenly. If you have a sifter, you can use a sifter, but I'm just doing it this way. It's going to be more than cocoa than this. It's very kind of messy, and you just do this. Like that there. And keep doing this. I think this is the hard part, to tell you honestly, because you have to make sure you go in and get this whole thing done. Your house is going to smell like cocoa for a while, so give me one moment. And the reason why you're doing this is because when you put the cake on here, you don't want it to stick to your towel. And this is how we're going to roll it. So, keep going. Keep going. The other day I made some nice Italian cookies. And they're called, in English they're called Italian love, they're like knots, like love knots. Like Romeo and Juliet. Isn't that sweet? Okay, let me go check on that while I'm completing this, because this needs to be done a little bit more. One moment. I'm going to give it about another minute. Maybe I should do it for 2 minutes. I'm sorry. 2. So you're going to be with me for a little bit longer. Sorry, guys, but we'll get this done. Are y'all playing Christmas music? We're playing Christmas music in the house. It's a lot of cocoa, huh? But, you know, that's why I said if you have a sifter, you can do it with a sifter. But I just like doing it this way. That's why I don't use my organic. Okay, I got the Hershey. I think I got it good on here. Just want to go over it a little bit more. Perfect. I think that looks good. What do y'all think? Okay. I'm just going to leave this here just in case. Meanwhile, I'm just going to wait for that cake, and we're going to have to wait for it to cool for like 2 more minutes after it comes out. But I'm going to show you some things I made, and if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see it there as well. But yesterday I made some coconut macaroon, and these are what they look like. Oh my gosh, because if you're a coconut lover, you're going to love this. I put the recipe, though, only on my Facebook page, which is Recipe Amateur Investigator. And also what I did with a half of the batch, I put almonds too, the other half, so that some of them taste like an almond joy. So I thought that was kind of neat. I did that, and then I also made, give me one moment, I'll go show you what else I made. These are the Italian love ones. Oh my God, I just took the top off, and like you can smell the lemon, and they're really pretty. They're so soft. See the little knots? They're so good. Here's one's a good one. See how the little knot is? They're called love knots. And let me put these back and take the cake out. Oh, there's Charlie. Charlie's visiting us today. You see Charlie? No, stay over there, Charlie. Okay. And then I let this cool for 2 minutes. Put my timer for 2 minutes. I was trying to time this really good so y'all didn't have to watch me do it. But let me tell you a little bit about the filling. It's called ermine frosting. I am not going to make it today. I'm not going to be doing the filling part, but you can just Google it. It's ERMINE frosting, ermine frosting. And it kind of tastes like a, you know, in between the Hostess cupcake and the Twinkie, there's that filling. That's what this is. It's very good. But if you don't want to use that, you can use Cool Whip. You can make a cheesecake frosting. It's whatever you want to do. And I'll put that on my probably on my Facebook page. It's easier than my YouTube, but again, you can look it up. So got a few more minutes. And this person who I got this from, she posted it also, and she got a film to show you also step by step. And what I did it with there, but you have to watch it unless you listen to how many teaspoons and tablespoons, because she doesn't say it in the notes. That's why I have to go back and write everything in. And then don't forget, use parchment paper, and if you have a Jelly Roll pan, use a Jelly Roll pan. If you don't have one, I use a cookie sheet. So I don't want to overdo this. We got 29 more seconds, 28 more seconds. Have everything here. Oh, and really important, to make the chocolate on top, you're going to get, that was so easy, the chocolate. You're going to get a measuring cup, one of those glass measuring cups. You're going to put 3 tablespoons of Crisco oil and 5 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then you're going to put it in the microwave and stir it. Put it for 30 seconds. Stir it. Put it again in there for 30 seconds. And stir it again. And it makes the rich frosting. But I'll tell you how we're going to do that too. So let me turn this timer off. And make sure you know your pan's very hot. So this is the part that's scary. I just hope it works. You have to be very careful. That's what I'm saying. Make sure I get my hands right. To me, this is the most important part. The thing to make sure. Otherwise, start all over. So, wish me luck. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, then you take the pan off. Remember, it's very hot. See, this is why you put the, you spray it so it doesn't stick. So let me put this over here. And now this is the part that, cross my fingers, it works. So you're just gonna, so far, you're just gonna peel this back slowly but surely. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! I'm excited. Oh my gosh, look, I do it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Second time, and it worked the second time too. So next you're gonna get your, see how I got the cocoa? You're gonna get the cocoa, you're gonna put it like that, roll it back a little bit like that. See, you just get it, fold this part back, and gently roll the cake. And be very careful when you're rolling it. Oh my gosh. The chocolate. Oh my gosh, you could just smell it all. It's delicious. And we got it here. Then you're going to get a rack. Gently put it on the rack and let it cool. So I'm going to push this over here and let it cool. Once it cools, then you're going to gently unroll it. Once you gently unroll it, then you're going to go ahead and put that filling we talked about. Any kind of filling you want to put in there. Cool Whip or this ermine frosting, or you can make a cream cheese frosting, whatever you want. Some people can put chocolate, they want chocolate on chocolate, so you just put some cocoa in there. And then you spread it, and then you re-roll it without the towel. And then you're going to get a platter. And once you put it on the platter, give me one moment. once you put it on the platter, my cute little doggies, once you put it on the platter, make sure you put wax paper on there. So when you cover it with your chocolate, it's gonna, then you cover it with your chocolate. When you're finished, when your chocolate's settled, then you're gonna take the wax paper off of it. And then you get a toothpick to make the rolls, like I did. This is how mine looks like. Isn't it pretty? See, it looks like a log. Doesn't it look like a log? Now, let me taste it. Let me see. I'm going to get a knife because I can't find my pie cutter. And let's taste it. Let's look at it. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty. Oh my God, isn't that beautiful? What a great Christmas thing. I don't know why I never tried it. But I remember buying these when we were younger at the store, how they had ice cream, I thought. But I guess it really was cream, because I keep on going to the store trying to find it. Let's taste it now. I'm so excited. This piece. Oh. This is delicious. This is a must do for yourself. Your kids will even love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as my family's going to love this recipe. I know it's going to be gone by tomorrow or the next day for sure, in a couple of days. Again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. And if you love this recipe as much as I do, try this recipe. And happy holidays. Thank you for coming to my kitchen. Bye.